Holy crap, it has been a long time since I've made a video on F1 2014, but finally, after a month, we are back with the F1 2015 modded career mode. This is the Canadian Grand Prix, and we are here for, yes, a 100% race, kicking things off with a big one. So first off, I just want to say sorry about the lengthy break between episodes. I've just had so much fun on Project Cars and now F1 2010, and now I'm finally getting back to this episode. I think the last time I actually made one of these videos, I've gained like 10,000 subscribers since then. So basically the gist of this series is we're driving a 2014 Red Bull against an entire field of equal cars. However, they are of the performance of a Mercedes. So it's going to be damn tough to get any points in any race. But without further ado, let's go to the race. Alright, so here we are on the grid of the Canadian Grand Prix. It has been a very long time since we've made a start on this game. Is it going to be another terrible one? I don't know, because we're looking at the grid. But either way, it looks like we've made up one position coming into the first corner, up to 19th place with Roberto Merri, as I stumble my words there. Going up the inside of a couple of cars in a P17 at the moment, almost oversteering into the path of Will Stevens there. And now Carlos Sainz having a crack at us around the outside. Can he make the move? Yes, he can, as we get held up by one of the Manor cars. So that demotes us now down to 17th, as now we battle with Maldonado going side by side through the first sector, sort of squeezing me out there. And I get a warning for causing a collision. Either way, we went around the outside of Hlkenberg there through the left-hander. And now we're back up into P15, so it's been a bit of a yo-yo start here at the start of the Canadian Grand Prix. Bottas has broken ridiculously early there as he was trying to get in front of Max Verstappen there. But now Carlos Sainz Jr. has run wide through the hairpin, and now squeezing him out a little bit there. We'll tuck into his slipstream a little bit now and try and get in front of him if we can. I was just about to say, Max Verstappen, he's made up a lot of spots at the early phase of this race so far, and now we move into 13th as we go up the inside of what's his name, Sainz Jr. Anyway, lap 5, we're now catching up to the back of Grosjean as Max Verstappen has made another move. He's now into 12th place as we go around the outside of Grosjean, braking ridiculously early like Bottas did into the final corner. Next up is Nico Hlkenberg, who I swear I passed on the first lap, but either way, we got the inside into the first corner. He holds around the outside, bit of contact there, and he backs out of it ever so slightly. We have superior traction, taking a much more fluent line through the second corner. But now it's lap 11. This race is going by like a bit of a flash at the moment. Alonso is somehow in the points in a Mclaren at Canada. Nice logic. We're now in a P10 now as he backs out. No, he was actually a lap down, was he? I don't know. Was he? I don't know. No, he was in the points. Ignore me. Either way, lap 10 or 11 or something like that, we're pushing the boundaries here in the Wall of Champions, almost drifting it out wide, and I don't know if we made contact there, but it got ridiculously close. Look at the back end, sliding out towards the wall. Is there contact? I don't think there was. Otherwise, we would have been ruined out of this Grand Prix, because we are running with realistic damage mod, so you need to remember that. Lap 20 already. And we're coming in for our first pit stop, going on to, I believe, a set of primes. And then after this stint, I think we'll go back on to a set of super softs to run really well to the end. So that was a 3.7 second pit stop. This all feels really new to me. I don't know if you can tell in my commentary, but it just, I'm not in the groove. I'm commentating as if this is a new game. But anyway, rejoining on the track. We're in P11 at the moment. Carlos Sainz Jr. has jumped us thanks to the undercut, but looks like we might just about get in front of him, and we do. P11. Now lap 25, we can see we're catching up to the back of Alonso, who is now a lap down. I know that for sure this time. We're catching up to the back of Felipe Massa now as we cut to 31. It looks like he is going a little bit slowly compared to us, but unfortunately we cut to 43 and we've lost a lot of pace. We've lost a lot of momentum. It's all down to the tyre wear really, because I was trying to look after my primes. I knew I had to go a long way into this race to make them last, but unfortunately it's not really working. We actually got overtaken by a manner, Will Stevens. I never thought I'd say that in my YouTube career, but now it's happening. And now lap 44, we overshoot the little left-right corner there, and now Bottas has got in front of us. So going a bit backwards now as we go around the outside of Bottas once again and back up into the points. I think we'll be stopping in about 5 laps time, so I'm just trying to eke out these tyres for as long as I can, just so I can get to that recommended pit stop window. Bottas is... We have a safety car. We have a safety car, lads. So this is going to throw a cat among the pigeons now as we come in early for a set of super soft tyres. The thing is, we now need to do 25 laps on these tyres. In the first stint, we could only manage 20, and we could only just manage 20, let me say that. So I think this is going to be really interesting, because we either need to stop one more time, or we're literally going to get to the end of the race on no tyres. Like, we could have a puncture by the end of this race. That's how dead the tyres are going to be. But either way, away we go on lap 48 for the first restart of this race. There's a few lap cars in the way of myself and the cars in front. I think that's Alonso. Yes, it is. Going 2 laps down now. So lap 49 going around the outside of Jenson Button now. So both McLarens, even though this is an equal cars championship, they are now both a lap down. At least there's some realism there. But anyway, we can see Hlkenberg running wide as we go up the inside. Just slice through there. Probably a little bit of contact there, ever so slightly. I might have grazed his right rear tyre, but we're into P11 now. P10, P9, P8, P7. Make that P6 as everyone in the midfield makes their second stop for this race. So now this gets a little bit tasty now, because we're on much older tyres. We can either go one or two ways here. We can either stop now and sort of reduce the pain that we're going to serve, or we could stay out, maintain track position, and just defend like crazy to the end of the race. But either way, you can see we're pushing on here, trying to make as much lap time as we can. Really pushing the boundaries there, getting very, very close to the wall. I actually think I grazed it there, so very lucky to get away with that one once again. Lap 55, we can see Felipe Massa is on the attack. He's trying to get... No, he's pulled off to the side and he's retired from the Grand Prix. We're now down to 18 runners. That is incredible. I don't think I've ever seen that. An AI trying to overtake me, and then all of a sudden they just die in the arse and retire from the Grand Prix. As you can see, I'm switching to option tyres now, because I believe there will be a safety car surely after someone retires and pulls over fairly close to the racing line. And there we go, the safety car has come out. We're going to come in straight away for a set of option tyres and just have a blast to the end of the race. So what I've got to do now is I'm pushing as much as I can right now, because I'm trying to make margin, because we're going to rejoin sort of in the gap of about 5 or 6 cars there. So I need to make up as much time as I can now before we effectively rejoin into the race. How's the pit stop? 3.6 seconds there, so decent stop there. I gotta take a breath here, because I'm losing my voice. I'm losing just about everything here. Rejoining on the track, it's gonna be close. We might just about rejoin in the top 10. It's gonna be very close between myself and Marcus Ericsson, I believe. And yes, we just rejoined in front of Ericsson. So the pushing that we did just after the safety car came out has made a massive difference. That's the difference between possibly winning and losing this race. But either way, lap 58, we're getting ready for the restart here, and away we go. We have the freshest tyres in the field. We're going to try and hunt down the cars in front of us and try and potentially win this race. It's going to be tough though, because we don't have the best straight line speed, and that's where sort of all the moves are going to come from, unless we overtake someone up the inside into the hairpin. But as you can see, cutting the margins fine there between myself and Grosjean there. But either way, we got away with it. Now lap 60, only 10 laps left in this race. Bottas is right in front of us. We'll try and get in front of him if we can, using the fresh tyres to good advantage. And now we're up into P7 now. So next up is Massa. We literally need to make an overtake every single lap. It's getting to that sort of stage now, as Bottas is now coming back at us because he does have DRS. But now I think that's Max Verstappen going slowly. Even though we made a position there, we've actually lost a lot of time to the cars in front of us, and now we've lost the crucial DRS 1 second window now. So I think we might have just lost our chance to win this race. Massa many seconds up the road, and now Bottas trying to go round the outside of us on the back straight, and he's got the move done. So even though we have the freshest tyres in the entire field, it is not enough. We need more straight line speed in order to fight these guys. But Bottas trying to get up the inside of his teammate there. We throw up the hand in frustration as we go around the outside there for holding us up. But this race, so far, it's just been absolutely mental. We're having an almighty battle here with Bottas, and it's still going here on lap 64, trying to hold it up the inside. I think we made contact there, we do, as the hand is thrown up. Once again, the driver is not having a good day, he's very cranky, but as you can see on the replay, I was determined to brake later than Bottas this time. And we go through here side by side. I'm out the curb, because you have to in this situation. There's no way two cars can fit through there. And Bottas makes contact on our left rear tyre. And if this was real life, Bottas would have given us a puncture and we would have got spun out. But now, once again, lap 65, going wheel to wheel with Bottas into the final chicane. This time we prevail. But as you can see on the replay, we move over on Bottas there. I wasn't quite sure. I didn't know he was that close to the wall, so that was actually very cheeky there from me. But look at Bottas turning in front of our left front end plate, despite me being right there. So that's very ballsy there from the AI. I wasn't expecting that. As you can see, he overshoots the second part, tries to mount the curb to avoid us. We go around the outside, and we get millimeter close to this wall here on the exit. So this is just a titanic battle at the end of this Grand Prix. I don't even care about winning the race anymore. I just want to finish in front of Bottas. It's really just for bragging rights, as once again Bottas trying to have a go up the inside into the final chicane. This time it looked like we had a little bit more straight line speed versus Bottas, so I wonder if he is not using fast revs anymore. But either way, lap 68, losing the back end there, and now Bottas has got in front of us on this mini back straight in the middle sector. He's going to go up the inside. No, he backs out of it. So once again, another fault with the AI backing out when they really should have taken the initiative there and taken the spot. He would have finished in 6th place otherwise. But lap 70, this is the final lap, final opportunity for Bottas. I don't think it's going to work for him, as Nico Hlkenberg, of all drivers in an Equal Cars Championship, has won the Canadian Grand Prix, and we are just going to come home in 6th place. Wow, what a race that was. We had just battles all throughout the field. We started in last place, came back through the field, 2 safety cars, 1 extra pit stop, and somehow we were able to keep a fast charging Valtteri Bottas behind us in 6th place. So yeah, very interesting race. Kimi Räikkönen and Felipe Nasr, the 2 retirements of this Grand Prix. Carlos Sainz, Nico Hlkenberg, Sergio Perez, Bottas, myself, Ricciardo, Hamilton in 4th place. Interesting. But I thought it was quite interesting that still a Mercedes was actually able to win this race despite all the cars being equal. Drivers' Championship, Nico Rosberg leads by 19 points. It's very close between 2nd and 4th. So that could be a tasty little battle in the races to come. But that's been this episode of F1 2015 Modded Career Mode. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like. And for future episodes, I'm going to go back to live com like I've been doing in other series. I just feel like that's the better way to do it. The reason why I didn't do it in this episode was because it was a 100% race. And at the time, I wasn't keen on doing that while trying to relearn the game again, if that makes sense. But that's been this video for today. Let me know what video you want to see next, because I have absolutely no idea what you want to see. Is it Forza Horizon, F1 2010, Project Cars? Is it F1 2014? Let me know, and I'll see you guys next time.